October 7th. A quiet, murky river in a small suburban town. Local residents, starting their day, spot something strange floating near the bank. Something out of place. At first, they think it's a mannequin, a discarded doll. But as they get closer, a horrifying reality sets in. It's not a doll. It's the body of a young woman. The victim was quickly identified. Her name was Diana. Diana was only 21 years old. She was ambitious, working her way through college by taking a job as a cashier at a local 24/7 convenience store. She was independent, popular, and the pride of her parents, who lived just an hour away. The date her body was found, October 7th. It was supposed to be her 21st birthday. The police immediately focused on her workplace, the convenience store. There, Diana had a good relationship with her co-workers and her boss, the assistant manager, a man named Mark. On the surface, Mark was a dedicated employee, a family man. He was married with 2 young children. But beneath the surface, Mark was hiding a dark secret. He was secretly, deeply obsessed with the 21-year-old cashier. And he had been for a very long time. An obsession he kept under control until one night when his wife and kids left town. That night, Mark saw his chance and he sent a text. It was a message that would lure Diana to her death. The trap was set. Mark's wife and kids were gone for the night. He was alone in the house. He texts Diana. It's not a friendly chat. It's a calculated lure.
I just got home.
He claims he's in trouble
but the presentation went well.
and needs to borrow a few $100s.
I know it's late, but
emergency.
I have to call. Are you still awake?
Diana, having just finished her shift, offers to simply transfer the money online. But Mark insists. No, it has to be in person. Please, you have to come to my house. Now.
I understand.
Diana hesitates.
Trust me, it's all right.
It's late.
There's no need to
She's
worry.
tired.
We'll sort it out.
And it's strange. But she's a good person. Before she leaves, she makes one phone call.
The audio
A call
features
that
a
would one day
conversation, likely
solve
a
her
phone
own
call,
murder.
characterized by a reassuring.
She calls her mother. Her mom is worried. She
No,
begs her
really,
not to
it's
go.
completely fine. Just
It's
try
too
to get
late,
some rest,
she
okay?
says.
We can
But
talk
Diana
more tomorrow.
reassures her. It's
I
fine, Mom.
understand, but
It's
really,
just Mark,
it's okay.
my boss.
We'll sort it out tomorrow.
He's a good guy.
Try to
He's
get some sleep.
trustworthy. She hangs up, grabs her keys, and rides her motorcycle into the night. To the empty house. She arrives. Mark lets her in. They talk. She transfers the money from her phone, just as he asked. The moment the transaction is done, he makes his move. Realizing what he had done, realizing Diana was no longer breathing, Mark panics. His obsession had turned to murder. And now, he had to hide the evidence. He grabs her belongings, her bag, her jacket, her shoes, and takes them outside to burn them. But the fire was the easy part. Now, he had to hide the body. Mark had committed murder. Now, he had to make the body disappear. He found a large cardboard box. He forced Diana's body inside, sealing it shut with layer after layer of tape. The package was too heavy to move alone. He needed a car. He quickly went out and rented a white van, lying to the owner. He drove back and, somehow, loaded the heavy box into the back of the vehicle. But he still couldn't do it alone. He needed help. So, he called two of his friends, asking them to come to his house immediately for an urgent job. His friends, having no idea what was going on, showed up. Mark pointed to the large, taped-up box in the van. He told them a bizarre lie. He claimed the box contained a bagong, a wild boar, a mystical shipment that had gone bad and needed to be disposed of far away. His friends were confused, but they believed him, and they agreed to help. Mark drove the van with his two friends deep into the night. He headed for the Jatiluhur Dam Bridge. It was remote. It was dark. It was the perfect place to dump a secret. On the middle of the bridge, the three of them, Mark and his two friends, lifted the heavy cardboard box onto the railing and pushed it over the edge. After it was done, Mark paid his friends 50,000 rupiah each, about $3, for their help. But he wasn't done. He also gave them Diana's 2 phones and her motorcycle, lying again, saying he just bought the bike cheap. He asked them to hide the bike, and they did, stashing it in an empty, abandoned house. The body was gone. The evidence was hidden. The next day, Mark went back to his normal life. He went to work. He even sold Diana's stolen jewelry for cash. As far as he was concerned, the crime was perfect. He had gotten away with it. While Mark was covering his tracks, Diana's family was starting to panic. She was gone. Her phone was off. She wasn't at work. Diana had vanished. And then Mark did something incredibly bold and incredibly stupid. To make sure he wasn't a suspect, he played the part of the caring boss. He actually visited Diana's mother, looked her in the eye, and pretended to be worried, asking, "Have you heard from her?" Diana's family, now truly terrified, officially reported her missing to the police. And then, just 2 days later, a body was found in the Citarum River. The family was called to the hospital morgue to identify the body. They prayed it wasn't her, but it was. It was Diana. The police now had a homicide. They needed a lead. And they got one. From Diana's mother. She told them everything. She told them about the phone call just minutes before Diana vanished.
But I already told you everything
She
I know
told them
about
who
that
Diana
night.
was going to see.
He left the house
Her
around
boss.
midnight.
Mark. Suddenly, Mark wasn't the caring boss. He was the primary suspect. The very next day, police located Mark at his job
We need to talk, Mark.
at the
What is this
convenience
about?
store.
What is this about?
As they arrested him, he put on one last show. With tears in his eyes, he begged the police to protect his wife and kids, afraid that an angry mob would attack his home for what he'd done. At the station, under interrogation, Mark finally broke. He confessed to the murder. He even told them about his two friends, who were immediately brought in for questioning. But just because he confessed doesn't mean he told the truth. Mark spun a new, desperate lie. He claimed the murder wasn't planned. He said Diana had come to him upset about a recent breakup and that she had asked him to take her to a local shaman or mystic to help her get over her ex-boyfriend. He claimed that when she was at his house, he was suddenly blinded by the jewelry she was wearing, and that he only killed her to rob her. It was a lie designed to do one thing: avoid the charge of premeditated murder. But the police and Diana's mother knew he was lying, because they had the one thing Mark didn't know about: the final phone call. Mark's lie about robbery and the shaman fell apart because of one simple fact. Diana's mother, she presented the police with the truth. The final phone
I
call.
am merely a reflection of the data you input.
Diana never
My
mentioned a
purpose is
shaman.
to highlight the inconsistencies.
She
in
said
your
Diana was
analysis.
going to Mark's house for one reason. Mark had asked to borrow money. He had lured her there. This wasn't a robbery gone wrong. This was a trap. This was premeditated murder. The investigation confirmed it. Co-workers admitted Mark had been obsessed with Diana for a long time. The murder happened the one night his wife was away at a family gathering. This wasn't a moment of impulse. It was an opportunity he had been waiting for. But what about his two friends? The ones who helped him dump the box? Were they accomplices? The police investigated and found the truth was stranger than fiction. They really did believe Mark's insane story about a mystical wild boar. They were completely fooled. They weren't murderers. They were just lied to. They remain, for now, only witnesses. Mark was charged with everything: premeditated murder, theft, assault, and sexual violence. He faces 20 years, life in prison, or the death penalty. This case isn't just a story about a crime.
Just checking in on the inventory.
It's a story
Everything is perfectly aligned.
about a
Trust.
devastating
Yes, Mark.
betrayal
Everything is
of
fine.
trust. Diana
It's
saw
all
Mark
right.
as a boss,
You don't need to worry.
a good
We have
guy,
everything under control here.
someone she could
Just
trust.
rest.
That trust is what got her killed. It's a terrifying reminder that the most dangerous monsters aren't always strangers in the dark. Sometimes they're the people who smile at you every single day. May Diana rest in peace, and may her family find the strength to heal.